If it hadn't been for Dr. Carrato, my husband would have lost his wife and my children would be trying to get through losing their mother also. My husband was a little iffy about leaving me there, but I told him, I said, it's just morning sickness. I was that early in my pregnancy, I was sick all the time anyway. So I told him, I said, if anything, I said, I'll call you. So he left. I started getting the girls ready for school, and I put my youngest one in the shower. And right away, I didn't feel good. I started getting dizzy with the shower water running. And she sat with me. She said, Mommy, are you okay? I said, go call Grammy and ask Grammy if she can come get you guys early because I don't feel very good. And I had the doctors in the afternoon. So I figured I'll just let the doctor know that I was really sick in the morning. Well, then I started throwing up again. And I was going to the bathroom at the same time. And I couldn't control my stomach anymore. And that's when I started getting dizzy and things started to get very dark. And I told my daughter to bring me the phone. And she brought me the phone. She says, here, Mommy, I dialed 911, it's ringing. The operator had answered and I said I needed the McAdoo ambulance to come get me. And they were there within a couple minutes. My daughter dressed her little sister and took her to the neighbors for me until my mother was able to come up and get them. And the ambulance, within a couple minutes, they were there. Then they drove me to Hazleton General. I was sitting there for a little while because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with my blood pressure. And they found out that I had lost 4 units in a half hour. They said that they were going to do a surgical consult just to see what the surgeon recommended, and Dr. Carrato was at my curtain just within a matter of minutes. They told me that I was going to have to go for emergency surgery, that there was severe internal bleeding. He said my belly was full. Dr. Carrato was trying to talk me through it, and he was explaining what was going to happen, and Alicia was sitting holding my hand. She was sitting next to me explaining to me that everything was going to be okay, that I was going for surgery. And then she held my hand the whole time, the whole way into the OR, and then she was the last person that said anything to me before they put me under. And when I woke up, which I thought was that same day, it was actually the next day. I had been on the ventilator for 24 hours. Dr. Carrato came in to see me right away, and he explained to me what had happened. My husband was still really confused because he was so scared he couldn't really comprehend everything that they were telling him. So he said, I'll let the doctor tell you what happened. And he explained everything. And he was very good about using regular terms, not trying to just give me medical stuff that you wouldn't understand. And they explained to me, once I was finally able to understand what they were telling me, they said that I was minutes from not being here anymore. They said that if I hadn't called the ambulance, if I hadn't kept my head together, and basically I did what I had to do just to get to the hospital, they said I wouldn't have made it. They said my daughter could have walked in on me and found me on the floor. On my last visit to Dr. Carrato, I took ultrasound pictures of my son, and I told him, without you, he wouldn't be here either.